It's not easy for the immigration officer to revoke your ILR, so they will ask a lot of questions to establish your intention. And if they establish your intention is not to live in the UK anymore, for good, but just visit like any other visitor, they have power to withdraw or revoke your ILR. The answer is yes, and I'll cover two main reasons in what circumstances you might lose your ILR. Number one, if you stay outside the UK for 2 consecutive years, you might lose your ILR. There are a lot of exceptions around it, but in general, this is the thumb rule. If you stay outside the UK after your ILR for 2 consecutive years, that means you are away from the UK for 2 consecutive years, you just literally don't enter the UK for 2 years, even having ILR, you might lose it. So that is one of the reason. Number 2 reason is if your intention has changed, not to make UK as your home, but just as a visitor, might also invite ILR revocation. So these are the 2 reasons. I have seen people, they had ILR and they were mainly staying overseas. I've seen mainly people staying in Middle East country, mainly in Dubai, or various different part of the world. What they are doing is they have ILR, but they do visit now and then to maintain their ILR. Actually, it doesn't work like that. So you would say, hey, why doesn't I do that? So if you are doing those trips to maintain your ILR, probably you haven't come across a difficult immigration officer at the port. So in reality, this is how it works. It's more about your intention. So let's say you have ILR, but you have moved to a different part of the world, and you don't have any intention to coming back to the UK, but you are just visiting, and you don't have, let's say, any property, you don't have any family in UK, you're probably, your spouse, children are overseas, you are overseas, you have developed a lot of assets overseas, and you have no connection in the UK but just ILR, and you are just visiting as a visitor now and then, twice a year or once a year or something like that. And when you arrive at the port, any airport or any port, and if the immigration officer was to ask you, say, what's your intention, why are you here, and you say, yes, I have ILR, but I'm just visiting, and of course there will be a lot of follow-up question by the immigration officer. It's not easy for the immigration officer to revoke your ILR, so they will ask a lot of questions to establish your intention. And if they establish your intention is not to live in the UK anymore, for good, but just visit like any other visitor, they have power to withdraw or revoke your ILR. And it has happened for one of the consultation I did a few weeks back. Client was living in Dubai, working for a very big bank, very well-known financial consultant himself, right? He was very well-known. If I was to search him on Google, I will find his details on there. And he was very successful. He was having ILR, was doing some visits. While entering the UK, he had the interview with the officer, and the officer went on to revoke his ILR status. He came to me, we had consultation. So in nutshell, it's about your intention. If your intention while coming back is to make UK as your home, most likely you'll be fine. If your intention is just, I'm just visiting, then you might have a challenging question answer, or you might face some challenging circumstances with the immigration officer at the port. So these are the 2 reasons. If you like the content, if you think it was useful, helpful, please like, subscribe to our channel, drop comment in the comment section below. I might do a video on the topic of your preference, so why not? Just let's interact, get in touch. If you need help, we have helped many people having issues with their ILR, and you can help me too. Thank you so much for watching. All the very best.